Hello, my name is Mike Niedzwiecki, and I'm the team leader for our Capstone 2 project titled DeliveryRush. Today I'm going to be giving a brief demonstration of our arcade-style 3D video game in which we take on the role of a pizza delivery driver. I'm going to show you the basic gameplay loop and point out some of the core features along the way. So without further ado, let's start up the main menu scene. This is our main menu, done by Carmisha Valentine. We also have the settings menu, credits menu, also done by Carmisha. And we have a functional quit button as well. It isn't going to work now, but it'll work once we have a fully built file. So let's go ahead and click on play here. Notice our loading screen, also done by Carmisha. And here we have our car. I'm just going to point out some of these UI elements here. We have a counter here for the amount of deliveries made. Each time a delivery is successfully completed, this will increase. We have our timer here, which counts down. So you have to get to your pickup location in a certain amount of time, and you also have to get to your deliver location in a certain amount of time. If you fail to do that, the game will end, and you'll be prompted with a end game menu, and it'll ask if you want to play again or if you want to go back to the main menu. Here we have this red UI element which tells you the place that you are supposed to go to. You can see it gives you the task to pick up food from the Pizza Palace South, and this changes depending on your location. It'll show you where to pick up from, and it'll show you your delivery destination. This other element here, this arrow, is a functional arrow pointing guidance. So instead of relying on a mini map, we have this pointer arrow that automatically guides you to your pickup locations and your delivery locations. So let's go ahead and play a little bit, and I'll show you how our core gameplay loop works. So we have our car, we have a horn. You can hear the car engine sound. Come over here. We have braking sounds as well. So here is the objective marker we just picked up. Notice the change of this UI element here. Now we gotta follow our arrow. We gotta make it in under 60 seconds. The timer is adjustable from the menu manager or the mission manager, but for the sake of the demo, I kind of increased the time. Here's our delivery marker. See, now we have to go pick up from the Pizza Palace South location, and our deliveries completed as incremented here. There's a little park we can cut through. Has a slight, little bit of a drift. We played around with the drifting, and we didn't want to make it too crazy. I'm gonna pick up another order here. And we gotta deliver to Jessica. The timer started again. Our arrow is now pointing us to our delivery location. And you can see in the distance here is the this sort of transparent marker here. The red signifies your delivery location, and the green shows the spot where you have to interact with to pick up your delivery. Our delivery, we just completed our second one. Just picked up another delivery. We got delivered to Sabrina. You notice all the buildings here were done in Blender. Here's some more generic buildings that are kind of just texture wrapped objects. But most of these residential buildings were done by Nelson and 10, created in Blender. So we got 3 deliveries going. And this basically just goes on loop. It's got 9 different locations throughout the city for delivery destinations. And you have 3 different restaurants that we pick up from, all randomized. So this is the core gameplay loop. And like I said, I adjusted the timer countdown to 60 seconds just for the sake of the demo, so I can show you the full demo without having to worry about failing. But generally we were testing the game on about 30 to 45 second timers. We're gonna make our 4th delivery here. And now I'm gonna show you what happens if you fail to deliver in time or to pick up in time. So we gotta wait for our timer to run down. Just take a little cruise around and show you some of the buildings were made. These are some of the generic texture wrap buildings. These are some of the custom Blender buildings. Let's show the restaurant if I can. See, the timer's changed to red, showing that you only have 10 seconds left. And now our game has been stopped. It tells us our total delivery count. We completed 4, and it gives us the option to try again or to go to the main menu. So I'm going to hit main menu, and you can see it takes us back to our main menu. So let's go behind the scenes here and show you a little bit more about our game components. Let's see. So here's our overall city. I'll show you some of we have 3 distinct restaurants that were made by Nelson, and I think he did a great job on them. We got some nice textures, a parking lot. We have a sign here. That's the first restaurant, which serves as the 3 restaurants serve as the main pickup locations for our delivery driver. Here's the second restaurant, and here is our third restaurant here. It's got a little drive-through just to kind of switch it up. And like I said earlier, these green objective markers need to be interacted with to pick up your food order, whereas the red ones they spawn at 9 various locations throughout the city and need to be crossed to complete a delivery. So we have some of these. These are some of the custom-made Blender models that Nelson and Tim worked on. Um, and then let's take a closer look at our car model here. This is the car model that was made by Peter. Oops. And if we open up our car game object here, you can see the different components. We have the car body, the wheels, center mass to help balance out. These are some of the audio components. This is the model here. These are all of our different buildings. that make up our map, along with some other objects like roads, the intersections. We have a couple dumpsters. Um, so you can see with just a small amount of models, you can make a pretty impressive little city here, in which to build your game world. So let's take a quick look at some of the scripts. This is the audio manager script, which handles the background game music. The car sound effects are actually built into the car game object. We have a car controller script, which tracks each of the wheels individually with their own collider. This is the delivery mission manager, and this basically tracks the activity of your missions or your deliveries, where you're going, where you're coming from. Here's our gameplay UI manager, which just kind of manages the different UI elements that we have going on. We have a loading scene trigger. It works in tandem with the loading screen script. This menu manager script. And let me show you that real quick. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. The I wanted to show off the mission manager. Here you can see under the mission settings header, we have these three different elements here, represent our three different restaurants, and we have a delivery locations here with 9 different elements, 0 through 8. But it's customizable, so if you wanted to do 20, you could do that, and you just drag and drop the different preset locations throughout the city. We also have variable um, for the restaurants as well for the pickup zones. Here, timer settings. This is where we set the time for pickup. You have 60 seconds, and the time to deliver 60 seconds, but that's variable. You could change that. Um, we have the menu manager, which kind of helps. It kind of helps to communicate between the different scripts and kind of tracks the game state. This is a mission trigger script which acts in tandem with the menu manager and the delivery mission manager. Timer manager scripts, UI timer display scripts, the UI waypoint arrow, which is in charge of pointing this arrow to the designated location, which kind of acts as your guidance throughout the city while you're doing your deliveries. And then we also have a wheel script here, which is a simple script that works in tandem with the car controller. And we have a weather manager script that was done by Carmisha, but we didn't have time to get it fully implemented. It's a little bit more difficult than we originally thought. So this is our the main scripts and architecture of our game. We have our assets with all of our folders here, and we'll go ahead and take this back to the main menu. Oh, I wanted to also show you. It's a little hard to see. If we can change our camera here on our car objects. Our camera is set to follow the car object. But if we do a slight rotation here. I just wanted to show a feature of the car object. Just give it a second to start up here. So now we have this side angle. You can see the wheels, all four of them have their own rotational physics um, for the car objects. We have a horn also, and we have the car engine noises that scales with the pitch scales with the velocity of the car, and then we have the braking noises also. And that pretty much wraps up all the main components of our game. We had a ton of fun making this. All of our team members worked hard. So I want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the game demo and all the hard work that our team has put into our project. Thank you again.